Hey guys, so we're finally back. We're finally here to discuss a person that has no boundaries. They don't have no explanation nor an introduction. This person has been working so hard throughout their life, and it's just an honor to just make a video about them. So today we're going to be talking about the legend himself, Usain Bolt. Now, Usain Bolt is not just a figure, but his name means power itself. He not only changed the game for what we have seen so far in the world of athletics, but he has paved the way for many other sprinters that will be coming in the future or in the past. He has set so many standards throughout track and field that just his name and presence alone stands out. So Usain Bolt was born August 21st, 1986 in Jamaica. Both a standout for his sport that he used to play, which is cricket, as well as he was born with natural speed. Now, Usain Bolt coach realized that throughout his high school year and his middle school year, they saw how fast he was, and eventually Pablo McCall, which was a former Olympic sprinter, basically looked at Usain Bolt at an early age and was just amazed of how fast he could have ran in high school. So his first championship in high school, he medaled in 2001. He got a silver in the race in second place. And then at age 15, Usain Bolt came back in the world stage of Jamaica in 2002 and won the world championship for the juniors in Kingston, Jamaica. He also won the gold medal for the heat. So basically that made him the youngest junior to ever run the 200 meters at a 21:73, if I'm not mistaken. So he already set the tone for an early age. Now we know that his powers didn't continue there. He did go for the Athens Olympic Games, where this was his first debut of the Olympic Games. He not only set the thing, but as a young kid, this was a big thing for him. He not only qualified, but went to the Athens Games in 2004. And then he didn't do too well. So basically what happened is I think his first heat, he was basically kicked out already from running all the heats of the race. But that didn't stop Usain Bolt. So eventually, when he came in, ran each round of the Olympics as best as he can, but eventually he fell short at the Athens Olympic Games. So Usain Bolt, for the past few weeks and years, he started training even harder than before. But one of his biggest daybreak that he started really getting recognized was back in 2006 as well as 2007, where he definitely started getting a name for himself. So we started getting a couple of 4 years later, and Usain Bolt had another determination. This time we were heading to the Olympic Games in Beijing 2008, where we saw yet again another underdog came in, started training harder, and Usain Bolt already became the face of track and field as he started getting closer and closer to the greats. So, and one of the meets that was happening before the games, he ran a 9:72, which was Tyson Gay's time at that time, and beat it. So he basically ran and made a deal with the coach so that way he could pursue the 100 as well as the 200. So drastically before the Beijing Games, his times were dropping like crazy. So eventually his focus was definitely, he was stronger and he was better than the last 4 years before. So already when the race came in, Usain Bolt already left everybody in the pack behind, including previous veterans and sprinters. So definitely Usain Bolt was on the top of his speed, which does start the era of Usain Bolt. So a lot of people also call this the era of Usain Bolt. So automatically from 2008 Beijing all the way up to currently 2017, which when he retired, no one hasn't even got close and beating him. And every race that Bolt has ran, he had run phenomenally, and there was even record-breaking, jaw-dropping moments as well. For his first debut as like very good, he ran a world record time of 9.69, which was definitely on the new Olympic record at Beijing. And then he came and just demolished it with that 9.69. And then he went after the 200 meters, where he ran a 19.32, if I'm not mistaken, or 19.30. So automatically he had both the 100 and the 200 meters. And then, as always, he is a showman, like I always say. He celebrated right at the end after competing at the Beijing Games. Like I said, I remember this very vividly when he won, and I said that automatically that he is going to last a very long time in the sport, which I was very happy about. So not only Usain Bolt won both 100 and 200 meters, he also participated in the 4x1 at the Beijing Games, which definitely he helped the team claim another medal, which was his very first ever triple at one Olympics. He won the 200, he won the 100, and he won the 4x1, which made him a triple first time Olympian ever for his debut, smashing every record, setting a new record, and claiming the original record that was set by Michael Johnson. And then we focus on World Championship in Berlin, which we saw another fascinating thing that happened in 2009 after the Beijing Games. We saw Usain Bolt already had another shift of mind. He's almost and willingly was so focusing of that this was probably the most dominant year of track and field, we all could say. Usain Bolt not only set the new world record, but he beat his own time that he set in Beijing with a 9.58, which is still now the current world record. Usain Bolt also, after still fatigue, came back and ran a new world record for the 200, which was a 19.19, which is also currently the standard world record now. So automatically 2019 future of 2009, we saw that Usain Bolt definitely emerged as one of the best sprinters of all time. So even back in 2008, the way he trained and the way that he came back to definitely get stronger and better benefited him. Not only he set those two world records, and those records are still standing now. So we flash forward another time where we skip a couple of years, where we went to the Daegu World Championship, and Usain Bolt did it what he does best. He came back and won the World Championship for the 2011 World Championship, but he did not was able to qualify for the 200 meters because he got disqualified. So the person that definitely took over was Ewan Blake, who ran a 19.26, which thus made him very fast as well, second fastest of all time. And then a couple of months later, we started getting more excited for the next Olympics, which was the London 2012 Olympic Games, which was going to be happening in 2012. What we saw was already from one Olympic to another. We saw the focus for the second Olympic straight. We saw Usain Bolt had the same energy, same focus. After getting the robust, ridiculous time of the world record for the 2 and the 100, Usain Bolt came back to run the 100, 200, as well as the 4x1. Now, Usain Bolt focus was already out. So after running through the rounds, got to the final, Usain Bolt just started separating himself from the pack. He won by a huge margin as well. And the person that came right after him was Ewan Blake. And then the person we came, I think, third was probably Justin Gatlin with the bronze medal. And Usain Bolt, as well as the other Jamaican, as well as one American, won silver, bronze, and gold. And then we saw yet again Usain Bolt came back a couple of days earlier and ran the 200 meters and definitely beat Ewan Blake, who won the world championship from 2011 in Daegu. And then just to put the gap between everyone else, we had another Jamaican who came after to win a Jamaican sweep. So this was not the first sweep, because in 2008 the women's did also a Jamaican sweep. So the fact that Usain Bolt and the other two compatriots were able to separate themselves already from the 200, it was an automatic win for all three. Not only it was bronze, gold, and silver, but Usain Bolt was also amongst them to win his consecutive gold. So at the London 2012, Usain Bolt left with 3 gold medals straight away. He won the 4x1, which also he came back for to contribute at the London game. They also set a new world record, which was obliterated the original record. He won a 36.84, which set the new world record currently. So not only he has 3 world records, but he had the triple, which means he won in Beijing, he won in London. So together that makes a total of 6 gold medals in total. So Usain Bolt also just was very happy that he was able to do something like this, because for 2 years straight he won the double, and then he was like, his focus was on the IAAF World Championship and on Moscow. Now he also won Moscow's World Championship, because after the women did the double, Usain Bolt was very excited to come back and run his double, which he did it flawlessly. Won the 100. I think he also ran the 200 and then obliterated the 4x1. And then Usain Bolt just decided to don't compete as much but conserve energy. Now he did came back a couple of years, and then he ran at the Beijing World Championships, which made him his second consecutive I think 3rd or 4th consecutive World Championships. And let me just say this, no one has any world record more than Usain Bolt, and the consistency that he has is crazy. Now after winning the Beijing World Championships in 2015, he said that maybe Rio 2016 would be his last Olympics. Now he did say he wanted to finish on his own terms, so definitely he beat some of the best people on the team, won, and basically got the gold for the 4x1 as well as the 200 I think he ran, and he ran the 100 meters, which he also won as well. Now we started shifting our years as 2015 year ended, and we definitely started getting at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Now, due to the fact that this was his last Olympic Games, Usain Bolt made every minute as every time that he has spent on the track counts. Now, he did say that he wanted to retire and just settle down and start a family, which he just did as well. But he gave so much for the past decade of running. Not only he started running very young, but he also definitely started pushing for one more Olympics, which was his fourth consecutive Olympics. No person has ever did more Olympics back to back and one straight gold. Now, Usain Bolt won his last Olympic medals at the 2016 Rio Games. He participated in the 100, 200, as well as the 4x1. He won his gold for the 100 and the 200, as well as the 4x1. He not only won, but he also was some of the few more excitement moments. He said, on top of that, he won on his birthday, if I'm not recalling, when he ran at the 2016, which was his last race, the 4x1. So he won at his birthday. So from 2008 to 2016, Usain Bolt has been so consistent of not only winning his last 3 goals that made him have the triple, which no other person has replicated yet, not even on the men nor the women's side. Then Bolt decided to give one more try for the fans. He said that he wanted to finish at the London 2017 World Championships, where he said there was a lot going on, but he still wanted to give his all, since this was his last appearance, as well as his last championship meet. He got the bronze behind I forgot his name, but Justin Gatlin beat Usain Bolt at that time, and he had pulled the muscle at the 4x1 as well. So Jamaica was disqualified, which made, I think, the US or probably Great Britain, which won at the 2017 World Championship in London. Now, even Bolt, as he's leaving out and retired, he still showed so much showmanship, as well as people even now speak his name very loudly. Even him retiring, it's a big gap to fill in, especially the amount of work that he has contributed in the world of track and field. Now, Usain Bolt has done at least 4 Olympics, from Athens to Rio to Rio 2016. He has won a total of 9 Olympic medals, but one of them was taken because due to the fact of but look at the times and look at how many things that Usain Bolt has done. With the 9.58 and the 19.19, Usain Bolt sits among one of the most decorative athletes of all time. He is right up there. He used to actually share the tide with Allyson Felix, but due to the fact that he retired in 2017, Allyson Felix finished in 2021. Currently now, Allyson has more medal than him, but that doesn't separate the respect that Usain Bolt has made in the world of track and field. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for watching a great moment with Usain Bolt legacy. Thank you.